Did you hit the button?
Hi, I'm back. I'm hosting once again. I'm welcoming everybody to the Women's Leadership Forum live podcast, broadcast, depending on how you're listening and looking at us. I'm your host, Colette Coakley. I am the Vice President of Human Resources for Maryland Public Television and the founder of the Women's Leadership Forum, which is now in their fourth year. I'm happy to greet you all. I'm an advocate for people in general and an advocate especially for women. I like to see women succeed in their jobs, in their homes, in their communities. And what the Forum does is to bring you resources so that you can succeed. We want to make sure that you have all the tools, all the people, all the access that you need for you to reach your next level. And what I think the Women's Forum does best is to connect you with people, places, and things. So if you don't know, we have a website out there. It is forward WLF.org, forward WLF.org, and it has all the resources that you need. And if it doesn't, you just feel free to send us a message and let us know you would like to know how to get connected to X, how to get connected to CEOY, and we will try our best to get you to your next best connection. So I want to let you in on a little secret now. We've been doing these podcasts, broadcasts, these live events for a little bit now, and we are finally tightening up our game on what we want to do with this. So we want to make sure that you know when we are making ourselves available to you. We're going to be available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, bringing you programming. And so on Mondays, we're going to work out with our health and wellness. So we got Zumba, we got yoga, we got cardio, and we have nutrition. That's on Mondays. And then on Wednesdays, we're going to come to you to talk to you about workforce development. So what does that mean? Your careers, your jobs, your sometimes your bosses, and elevating you in your game. We might talk about communication. We might talk about businesses in general, but Wednesdays is workforce development todays. And then on Fridays, we're going to talk to you about what I want to talk about, and that's community. So I'm going to bring community partners. Now, what does community mean? Community can mean my neighbor, but it's not going to just be my neighbor. It's going to be my neighbor that might be all the way in California. It might be my neighbor who is in the UK. My neighbor is you. My neighbor is what you have to bring to help elevate other women, because it is through our strength and through our connections that we're going to elevate each other. We will find out that just reaching out and touching and saying what we do best and how we can help one another, that will bring strength to our communities, our homes, and our workplace. So, with that, I want to tell you about our next event. Our next big event is going to be our forum that takes place this year, not next year, this year, virtually, March 18th through the 20th. And people are asking me, well, how am I am zoomed out. I cannot sit there and do something virtually with you the 18th through the 20th. Okay. We have a platform. You can hop in and you hop back out. choose a work shop and jump on out. You don't have to sit there all day for hours. You can sit there for an hour and listen to your favorite speaker or your favorite topic and jump out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to tell some of you all that are looking at me right now, we have a DJ. You can listen to the DJ for an hour and jump out if that's how you choose to spend your time. But we're going to come at you for 3 days, and it is focusing on you. It's focusing on elevating you. It's focusing on your career, jobs, communication, finances. It's going to be your choice of what you want to focus in on. And so I'm asking you, ladies, please register. This is an opportunity for you to elevate your game. And so if you have an opportunity to go to your bosses and say, "Hey, I can register for this. I can spend an hour, 2 hours a day, and I can come back and I will be charged and ignited." I would recommend, not just because this is something that I'm organizing, but the women who have come out of it have learned how they can do better in, again, their communities, homes, and the workplace. So if you want to know more, go to the website forwardwlf.org. So the word of the month is wait. Wait. So everybody in January, a lot of us decided we were going to take off some weight. A lot of us had a lot of weight because COVID is a weighty topic. George Floyd, weighty topic. Diversity and inclusion, weighty. Okay. Just working from home and trying to homeschool. Guess what? Weighty.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to shake some of that weight off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We want to shake some of it off. And I you know, LinkedIn has become my friend because I'm meeting new people, new friends. And today I bring to you a new friend from, I believe it's Tennessee. Okay. Tennessee. And she has a lot to offer. In the little time that I've known her, I've learned more about self-care and taking the time to register with self-care for myself than I have over the years. And so I want to introduce to you Nakisha Hicks, who's the owner of the Elevate Her. Okay, is that a catchy phrase or what? The Elevate Her. The Elevate Her. And she is a career coach, a veteran HR executive who partners with women to guide them in their careers by assisting and equipping and strengthening them to discover their potential. And so I welcome Nakisha Hicks to our platform here today on Friday, the end of the week. Thank God it's Friday, TGIF, it's Friday. I welcome you, Nakisha, here today.
Thank you for having me, for having this platform. And you know what? We're talking about the thing tonight that I love,
Oh, yeah.
self-care.
Okay. So let's just like dive in. First of all, tell us a little bit about your journey and how you became boss of you.
Let me tell you something. I think I came out the womb boss of me.
Uh-oh.
No,
Okay. You came out
no.
fighting.
I came out
Yeah.
fighting, right? No, like Miss Sophia, all my life I had to fight. But you know what? I mean, it was a process. I think with everybody, it's a process you go through, right? I went the traditional route, went to school, got a couple of degrees, had, the I guess the non-exciting life, so to speak, and that is normalcy,
Okay.
normalcy, right? Normalcy.
Okay.
Then just kind of decided that, you know what, I'm gonna go to work, went to work, and then life happened. I thought I was, going along great. Wham, my son happened, and I'm a single parent.
Okay.
And then
There's
life,
a lot
like,
of single parents listening
it is a
and
lot of
viewing
single
and
parents.
watching.
It is a lot of single parents. And I was a single parent to a little boy, and I was just like, you know what? He is going to pick somebody like me. So I better make sure I'm the best version of me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just did everything I could to put him in the best positions and to put myself in the best positions. And that was life. And then wham, another life shift happens. I got married. And then I went from a party of two to a party of five. And life happened there, and it was great. And then it was, you know what? Now I got all this responsibility. We like taking vacations. We like doing fun stuff. You got to
Yeah.
afford all this stuff. So you just working and busy, doing, right? And then wham, another life shift. I had a daughter. My daughter's two. So I got an 18-year-old almost in 2 weeks and a 2-year-old, the beginning and the end, alpha and omega.
All
Okay.
right.
And so she was the turning point for me. She was the point for me where I said, you know what, wait a minute, hold on. I really got to start looking at how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this thing called life for real and enjoy it and be able to take care of myself? And so that's kind of me, and that's how I just climbed the ladder and was taking care of people and worried about self-care.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know this about these broadcasts, but they're not scripted, if you couldn't
Mm-mm.
tell. They're not
Mm-mm.
scripted. But I'm going to pick up on a word that you just talked about, and you just said you had to decide how you were going to take care of you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And some people's definition of self-care is every 2 weeks. I'm getting my hair done. I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting my nails done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting my toes done. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going shopping.
Mm-hmm.
What's your definition of self-care?
While I agree that those things are nice to do for ourselves and they are ways to show ourselves some love, I don't necessarily think that those are things that we do for self care. For
Mm-hmm.
me, self care is looking at yourself from a total person. You are a whole person. You got finances, you got emotional stuff, you got mental stuff, you got spiritual stuff, you got your professional stuff, you got your physical stuff, right? So I look at self care in all aspects as a whole. And so when you're talking about are you taking care of yourself, are you taking care of yourself in everywhere that you show up, and not just at the beauty salon or the nail shop, right? So I think it's taking care of yourself all the way around. Because let me tell you something: if your money is funny, it's a whole problem for you, right? It's a whole problem. You are stressed out, right? If your health is not right, that's a whole problem, right? If you have some emotional things that you need to deal with, that's a problem. If you got a crazy coworker, that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
So it's all things that you can take care of.
And it's funny that you said I'm going to stop you right there, as they say. Stop right there. Because I saw on Facebook a Facebook friend of mine tell she every week would talk about her crazy coworker and
Mm.
how her crazy coworker, to get on her nerves, would tap 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 on the table with her pencil, despite all the efforts asking her to stop. She would continue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, uh, how self care came into play was trying to remove the coworker, but it took more energy out of her, and a whole lot of thank goodness it was Friday, right? Before before this person could get themselves together.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't find their self-care spot because they were dreading at work, coming to work every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coming to work
Mm-hmm.
every day. And we do encounter those people,
Yeah.
right? Right? So not only do you have the lady tapping, but you're upset now
Mm-hmm.
because because you can't work with this coworker in place.
Mm-hmm. And then you mad and you go home and take it home with you.
You, Yeah. And you take it out. You got a dog, you're kicking the dog, right?
That's right. That's right.
Oh, so,
Mhm.
okay, let's get started on how can we examine, how do we start taking a look at ourselves and some of the questions that we perhaps can ask ourselves, like, are we doing it? Are we actually doing the self-care thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it that we can ask of ourselves?
I think the thing. I think the thing is first and foremost, what are you doing that is making your life greater, making your life better, right? How are you? Check in with yourself. It's probably you got to do a check in, right? Like, am I getting enough sleep? Is that gonna make your life better? Absolutely, right? We know that because you're more productive. It's better for your body. Those types of things. Am I drinking enough water? Do I constructively know how to express my feelings? Or am I bottling things up and in, right? Also, things like, am I enjoying activities with other people? Or am I one that is like, you know what, don't talk to me, don't come around me, right?
Mhm.
Bottom line is there's an assessment that you have to do of yourself. And you have to say, where am I right now when it comes to my self-care?
Yeah,
Do I
yeah,
do I even know what that means? And do I
yeah.
do I care about me enough to want to do the self-care?
So we're in. Most of us are working from home,
That's right.
and
Mm-hmm.
most of us are. It what I'm hearing is like a lot of ladies are doing long duty.
Mm-hmm.
Long
Mm-hmm.
duty. They get
Mm-hmm.
up early. Then they're not only are they doing their job, but they're doing their job, homeschooling, and taking care of the household at
Mm-hmm.
the same time.
Right.
And so
Right.
it makes for a very long day, long day.
Right. Right.
What do what can we examine, or how can we examine ourselves in the day? What are some of the things that we that helps us to get through that day? Because it's not like the laundry is going to go away,
True.
right? And it's not like somebody's not asking for dinner.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So what what can we do?
Well, okay. So here's what I do. I'm gonna tell you what I do. Um, I'm a priority to me. So the night before, just like people pack their lunch the night before. The night before, I like to prepare the day before. The night
Mhm.
before, I sit down and I map out my goals for the next day. And I'm old school, so I write it down. I get a good old piece of notebook paper and I put it like I draw lines on the paper. And the first little quadrant is self. What am I
Mhm.
going to do for myself tomorrow? And it doesn't have, I'm not detailing out. I just say, you know what? I'm going to take 60 minutes of self care tomorrow. And so then I'm like, house and my kids. What do I have to get done? Like, I got to order the groceries. I got to wash clothes. I got to make sure I'm doing educational stuff with the kids, whatever that is. Then it's, I'm working. Okay, what's the priority for my job? There's that I have this project going on. And then I have a business. So then it's like, okay, what's the priority for the business? And I have a Facebook group. So the thing is thinking about those goals. And then I map out my to-dos accordingly. And I'm one of those ones, I have to block my day, time block my day. But one thing I make sure that I do is I start my day with me. So when I wake up in the morning, I am priority to me. And that's how I get my self-care in.
Wait, you
Before
have
I,
said nothing but a word here. You
Mhm.
said, I think you need to say it again. I am.
A priority. I'm a priority. Look at this way. We talk about essential workers. You
Mhm.
are essential to those that need you. You
Mhm.
are essential in your household. That's why I tell people in my house, I'm essential. So I have to take care of me, because if I don't take care of me, things gonna collapse around me. Kids, house, all of it, right? So my thing is, I start my day with me. I end my day with me. Some way, form, or fashion. Whether that's me just sitting quietly in the morning, I get up before everybody else and I go sit down for 15 minutes by myself. That's 15 of my 60. You ain't gotta take the whole lump at one time, but it's 15 of my 60. And it's things like I like sushi. That's my thing. Every Friday for lunch, that's what I'm getting door dashed. That's me. That's what and I like to eat by myself. I don't want to talk about it talking to me. I want to answer the phone. It is my time to sit somewhere and eat my lunch by myself.
Okay, y'all. The little known secret is that this is an HR director.
Yes, 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 yes.
She said, I like eating by myself. Okay.
I do.
So okay. The other thing that I heard you say is that you get up earlier just to have that time for you. Now, here's what I've heard people say. I ain't trying to get up earlier. Okay. But you might need to tack that on at the end of the day then. You might need to tack it on at the end of the day. But here's what I want to lend to some of our non-early risers. Studies have shown that your thinking mode is best at the beginning of the day because of the electronic synapses in your brain fire off earlier in the morning. Now, you can look it up, but I'm just giving you that tidbit that trying to do things earlier in the morning, probably for you, getting yourself together is best earlier in the morning than it is late at night. Now, I'm not an expert. I happen to be an early riser. I love mornings. I'm the one at 5:15, I could be out and I can text you. Now, I'm cognizant of that. I'm not suggesting that for everybody out here because texting somebody at 5:15 who's not an early riser, you can get on their nerves.
Sure
okay.
Can.
Yes, yeah, you can get on their nerves and you might lose an employee or two. But you can schedule an email, but and get your thoughts down, get them out, be by yourself. Like Keisha said, you can eat by yourself at that morning hour. But that is part of your own. That's part of self-care, having time to yourself, for yourself, by yourself. Now, that doesn't mean it's for everybody. Some people need all that energy around them in order to fight the day off. Now, I'm more like Keisha. Can you give me my hour to think? Because I think better and answer questions better if you give me an opportunity to think. My boss laughs at me sometimes because he's asked me a question. I said, I need to get back to you. Because I need an opportunity to think rather than firing off that answer right away and be wrong. I'd rather think about it. So sometimes self-care, ladies, means being alone by yourself, to have that ability to think and that space to think. Y'all have had children run around you all day long and you're trying to homeschool and you don't even know the new math and you're trying to Google the new math to figure out how to answer, and you're wishing that the kids go back to school. Sometimes in your alone time allows you to get all of that together, get all the pent up frustration out, and then to come back in a different manner to be able to approach and have a better approach to the answers to the question. I'm not saying you're going to know new math by the time you come back, but you may have a better approach to your children, a better outlook to your children. So I'm with you. I want to put in a plug for the self-care planner that you have here, because you talked about some quadrants and putting 60 minutes here and something over there. And there's this self-care planner that Keisha has come up with that you can download. And now, ladies, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not free. Now, everything that we put up here can't be free, but Keisha has so kindly given a discount to our viewers out here. There's a self-care planner that you can download that has more than quadrants. It actually helps you plan out your things, daily, weekly tasks. Look, even your meal planner is in this planner. You can plan out your meal. So for those of you who started a diet and already failed, I know some of y'all listening to me out there. You can go back and plan your meals. But talk more about your planner, Keisha.
Yeah. You know, I started this planner. Probably, I actually created the first version of the planner last year, or listen, 2019. Now we're in 2021. In 2019, as a way for me to be able to track my self-care habits. Now, the thing about the planner is only a 30-day planner. It's not this year-long thing, because I'm a big proponent of it takes 30 days to create a good habit, to have those good habits start, right? So the thing is it is a 30-day planner. And it starts off with that assessment where you figure out kind of where are you, right? And where are the areas that you kind of lack, and what would you like to do, and those types of things. Well, I did that because it was for me. And I have a group, and I said, you know what? Well, let me roll this out to the group, because I can't be the only one that their self-care is kind of lacking. And so that's what I did. And then I've revamped it and added some more stuff, like to your point, the meal plans in there, because again, when we're talking about self-care and all different aspects, is what are you eating? Are you drinking your water? I mean, it breaks down, what do you want to do this month? What do you want to do this week? What do you want to just do today, right? And so it does give you that space and that opportunity to make yourself a priority in everything that you do. But it does leave room for the other things that go on in your life. But it's actually doing it for you, doing it for you. I mean, and that's the thing, is that's my message to women all day long. Self-care is not selfish. You have to do it for you. As a matter of fact, if you don't take care of yourself, I think that's selfish, because there are so many other people that are depending on you. So that's what the planner is all about.
Okay, tell us, because I love your title here. The title of your self-care planner says, self-care isn't selfish. Girl, do it for you.
Yes.
Do it for you. Do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so
we
many
do so much for everybody else.
Yeah, you're running around doing everything, picking up groceries, pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. Take time for yourself. Yesterday, it seemed like yesterday, Wednesday, I was telling you just before we got on the broadcast, and I think I was telling my Wednesday crowd that inevitably, when we are talking about all of these topics here, it always lands back to self-care. So we could be talking about taxes. We could be talking about business, but the women on those particular podcasts and broadcasts, they end up wanting to talk more about self-care and what are we doing about ourselves to keep ourselves whole. Keep ourselves whole. And so, that's to say how important it has become, that it has become more important. And in particular, when we're talking about in this COVID period, Now, I'm a mask proponent. I'm a clean proponent. I'm trying to keep everybody healthy because I want to see them with us going from 2021 beyond. And so I'm encouraging you women out there that if you aren't taking care of yourself, take the time to figure out what that is. Take the time to figure out what that is. Now, I want to tell you, this is so important to me that while we try to keep this to 20 minutes, Keisha is so important with what she is doing that we want to invite her. I'm inviting you. I'm putting you on the spot now.
Listen.
I'm inviting you to come back.
I will.
Come back on a monthly basis. Now, this month we're talking about weight, and we're asking you ladies out there, do not wait to take care of yourself.
Yes, please. Don't wait.
Those are things that our foremothers did.
Mm-hmm.
Our foremothers did. They put everything aside for our well-being.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to consider our well-being going forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you can't, what's the saying go? Well, you can't pour from an empty cup.
That's right.
And an empty cup means your health care, your attitude, how you talk, how you walk,
Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm.
job, your finances. It's a lot of the things, and I'm coming home with this that we talk about in the forum, and that's why the forum becomes important, because those are the things that we choose to talk about are the things that help you in your self-care. So the problem is you won't be able to go to all the workshops that we have to offer, but you will have access to all the
Mm-hmm.
people once you come. So we're inviting Keisha to come back at least once a month to talk to us about self-care and for you to learn about self-care and how to take care of yourself. And if you come
Yeah.
back every what do we say? Friday? We trying to do this.
It's a Friday. We gonna do Fun
Okay,
Friday. Fun Friday.
it's going if you come back every first Friday of the month, you're gonna see Keisha and she's gonna help you with your self-care. So if you
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to do it, I'm not the expert. I can talk, but she's the expert.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to help you with your self-care.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna encourage you with your self-care. That's
Right.
Keisha Hicks, y'all. That's Keisha Hicks from Tennessee of the Elevate Her. Look, her website. Tell them what your website is, Keisha.
www.theelevateher.org.
.org, and we're going to look forward, ding ding, forward
Mm-hmm.
to seeing her the first Fridays in the month. This month we're talking about weight. February, guess what we're talking about? We're talking about the heart. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
about the heart. Now you can find the Leadership Forum and all of its offerings on forwardwlf.org. Forward WLF. I'm getting ready to show this.
There it is.
Forwardwlf.org. Our hashtag is forwardwlf. You can also find us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I told us already at 6 p.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube. Everybody's well, how do I get to the Facebook Live? Okay, the Women's Forum, Women's Leadership Forum, we have a page, Women's Leadership Forum. You can find us there. And then if you don't join us, you don't want to be on social media, we are going to come to you virtually March 18th through the 20th, but you got to register. You got to register to be on it, right? So what
Mm-hmm.
can you look forward to? Okay, on Monday is yoga, y'all. Yoga, y'all. We're having beginning yoga. Join us. I don't know how to do yoga, but I'm going to figure that out on Monday. Ugh. Woo.
It's gonna be
We
all right.
already
It's gonna be
did
all right.
cardio, yoga, and then after yoga, Zumba. So for all you
Mm-hmm.
Zumba people, come on. And then in February, I want to highlight our Black businesses. So we're going
Mm-hmm.
to have 28 days, and y'all might see Keisha up there, 28 days of Black business celebration. So I hope to see all of you all. I hope to see all of you all. I thank you for the number of people who came on to view us and be with us today. I hope to see you all through your streaming events. I hope that we can get your support. Tell us how you feel. Give us your comments. You all are mighty silent out there. Maybe y'all thinking more about the self-care. I don't know, but I do want to hear from you. We want to get better. We want to get stronger, and we want to be connected to each and every one of you all. 20
Mm-hmm.
minutes goes by fast. It seems short, But if you follow us, you might see the same people over again, and they have more stories to tell that will affect you in your life. I'm hoping that you will take hold of the Women's Leadership Forum. Again, you can find us on forwardwlf.org. I want to wish you all a good, healthy, happy, safe weekend. I want to thank our special guest here, Miss Nakisha Hicks, who gets a woo-woo and a snaps up. Okay, what the kids tell me is old school, but I love it still. So she's getting snaps from me. And I look forward to seeing you again next month, Keisha. I love what you have to offer us. I know the women are going to look forward to hearing what you have to say more. You got some hearts up on the screen, more about self-care and its relevance to us and what we should be doing and thinking about. And also, if you haven't figured out her LinkedIn page, you all need to be connected because she's got jobs, y'all. She's got jobs out there that she helps to connect you to. So Keisha is more than just a bag of chips. She's like vinegar and onion chips, onion rings.
I'm the whole convenience store. I'm the whole convenience store. I got a little bit for everybody. Come on in.
Okay, yeah, a little bit of everything for everybody. So come visit her, just like the convenience store. We're trying to make it convenient for y'all up in here. So I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to being back with Keisha. Have a healthy and safe weekend. And we'll see each other again on the 6 o'clock hour. See you Monday. Have a safe weekend. Bye, everybody.